Challenge 6.
Greetings!
Eyes burning with hatred and icy malevolence are mentally destroying you from beneath the helm of this giant. Massive muscles ripple beneath a steel exterior as cold as the soul it hides. This is a man forged from evil and shaped with malice. He studies you for a long time, gauging and sizing you up. He finally speaks, his voice a deep growl befitting of a barbarian, his words slow and steady with confidence. I know who you are, chosen one, but do you know who I am? A foreman chosen of Hecacius, I presume. The last chosen to walk the middle world, who actualized his power. I conquered most of Istar then, an area 4 times the size of Myr today. This was after the Dark Elves lost power, but long before the Azrecs came to be. Of all the chosen of Hecacius, I was the strongest and most successful. Of all the mortals of the world, perhaps Sharun or Yarn could oppose me, but even Gaea's archdruid and the oldest favorite of Mythicus fled Istar in my time. He glances around him. My reach extended far beyond Istar. I sailed across the Serpent's Channel and marched an army of 10,000 across the sands of northern Alsares and Khazarun. Behind us is the first city I sacked in the desert sands of Rune. I had every last man, woman, and child executed to serve as an example for the rest of the land. I should have been a god, and for a time I was. The name Odomir was spoken with fear, awe, and reverence, but even gods disappear as the middle world grows old. I tell you this not to boast. I had my moment of glory. I made my mark on history. This century was supposed to be your time, but here you are, dead, in limbo. Tell me, chosen one, does this anger you? Hmm. The only thing that angers me is the death of my companions. Companionship. That is something I never had. It is a weakness that you were best to shed. You are stronger than they are. To be saddled by these companions of yours is to be slow, to be used, to be taken advantage of. If not by your companions, then by enemies who would hurt you through them. But I need not tell you this. You and I both saw the trap you fell into, baited by the imprisonment of these companions of yours. They are dead regardless, and of no concern anymore. If there is any reason for you to be angry, it should be over the fact that you, the favored of the god of death, did not become the power you were meant to be. That your mortal enemies are free and you are stuck in limbo. Tell me, what would you do to your killers if you had the chance to confront them? What would you do to the Azerics? I would destroy them for their crimes against people. You hear him beginning to laugh a deep diabolic laughter. Yes, feed the rage that festers within. The anger and hunger for vengeance is the fuel for your deadly power. You've met some of the other chosen already. Melchior was heartless and could have vanished into the shadows. Hyperius was a master of magic and manipulation. Siegfried grew drunk over death and used his fighting powers to stay his thirst. Hazel could extract the essence of souls from corpses, harvesting their natural powers for herself. And I was immune to weapons of every kind. I was a god in battle, immortal to the dangers of war. You have power of a different kind, just as we did. But like us, you must find it in the throes of life and death. He glances at the old woman beside him. I volunteered this soul for your reenactment. Kill her. Kill her and fuel your dormant power. The old woman shrieks with fright and starts to beg. No, please, my lord, don't do it. To kill me before I'm judged is to destroy my soul and end my existence. Please spare me. Silence, you old hag. No, silence, you old bag. You will speak if I permit you to speak. He turns to you. Kill her now and end her wretched begging. Kill her now and feel your power grow. No, I would never kill a defenseless old woman. He growls in frustration. Don't you get it? Life is but a grain of sand in the desert that is our existence. Life is a trap of rotting flesh and bone, and death is the only means of liberation. Death is both the beginning and the end of all things. What do you have to fear? Is it the hills? I can tell you now that the hills can pose no threat to one with absolute resolve over their mortal actions. I was sentenced to the hills 2 centuries ago, but I would do it all for the same if I had the chance. Reach over and snap her neck. It is so small a thing, but will lead to such power. Kill her now. I said I'm not doing it. He stares at you for a few uncomfortable minutes before he slowly shakes his head. Never has a chosen of the god of death, failed to deliver death to a defenseless old woman. You sicken me. You have no use for our brethren's gifts. Know that you will never become the power that I was, and you were meant to be. You will never avenge your death by the hands of the Azurics. He growls in anger. Get out of my sight. So now you've met your peers and seen that their powers come from their embrace of evil and death. Ah, I've never been more disgusted with anyone. No, I think they're all insane. You gauge their sanity with your own, but who's to say you are sane yourself? Your opinion of your peers is unimportant. Truth is in your actions rather than your words. Whether out of disregard for power or honest belief that life is precious, you exhibit an attribute towards life and death that differs from your peers. You understand that power over death does not require that you deal death. It also means that you might prevent it. Some say that Acacius and NWN are the same god in a different light. No one understands this more than you. As such, you are to be given a gift henceforth. So long as you have strength in your soul, you will have the power to fight those who would disrupt the natural end of life. You feel a tingling warmth surging through your body and rushing to your head. Congratulations, chosen one. You have mastered death. There is another reason for your being in limbo. By the judgment of the gods and your peers, your next destination has been determined. Where am I going? There is a reign of death and destruction in the middle world because of your actions in life, and such horrors you have not atoned for. By the decree of the gods you have been sentenced to hells. Hmm. I thought I was going to return to Arterra. If you have faith, you may believe that the gods have a reason for your sentence. If you are faithless, you may use your power to fight their decision. Has your destiny been written? Is your destiny yours to make? Whether your future is to be discovered or to be created, it is time to face it yourself. Thrice have I spoken to you, and I will speak to you no more. Farewell, chosen one. I'm an epic sorcerer. Yay. You could get epic spells at this point. I don't think I can. They require spellcraft and maybe something else. Oh. Maybe try to buff my charisma. Maybe push spell penetration forward. I mean, that's the path we started on, so why not? Didn't get new spells, but I get to switch the spells I have. I don't think there's any real point in really being a sorcerer anymore. I mean, if you reach these levels, it would be preferable to multi-class something else. But I'll keep getting going up forward. I might get extra spells on some levels, although I doubt it. Right, don't exactly have great gear. I have money to buy new gear. Well, whatever. We have more pressing business at the moment. Ah, Montador. Are you butt naked too?
What do you want?
Montador is standing there with no apparent ill effects from his death in the Temple of Acacius. His jaw drops in surprise as you approach. Roland, this is the last place I expected to see you. I could say the same about you. It would seem that we both died on Arterra, although we're alive and well in Limbo. What are you doing here? He looks toward the river. This is the river of the afterlife, Roland. According to the ferryman over there, this is a part of Limbo, where all souls are taken to their next destination, the heavens or the hells. So what's your next destination? I don't know. I didn't ask. Why not? Why should I be forced to go anywhere? What benefit do I have to go to the heavens or the hells? I was always told that the heavens are reserved for people who earn peace in afterlife. The hells are reserved for people who earn torment. I don't believe I earned anything. I accomplished nothing great. I didn't sin by my estimation. If you ask me, I should be sent back to Arterra to rip the heads of the bastards who sent me here. He scowls for a moment before calming down. For better or for worse, it seems our paths are intertwined. Should we join blades again? Yes. And let the hells beware our wrath. That's his standard here, but nothing else. Huge downgrade for from what it was.
Welcome.
The shrouded features of the ferryman appear human, but his face and slow movements are strangely devoid of feeling or emotion. You sense an infinite calm and agelessness about him. He greets you as though he has been expecting you, yet his voice is as passionless and unreadable as the rest of him. Welcome. Who are you? I am the ferryman. What are you doing here? I am here as I always have been, for the purpose I have always had. I'm here to ferry souls to their next destination. What is this place? This is the river of the afterlife. Like the places from which you came, it is a place of limbo. Unlike the others, the river never changes. Where does it go? The heavens lie upstream, the hills lie downstream, and the middle world lies across the river. I want to go to the middle world. You cannot go there. The gods have sentenced you to the hills, and that is where you must go. And what if I refuse to go? Then you will languish here in limbo for all eternity, a fate worse than a journey to the hills. Then I'm doomed to the hills forever. I cannot answer that question as your future is unknown to me. I'm to take you to hills as is required of me now, but I cannot say whether the caretaker of your destination will command me otherwise later. What's this about a caretaker? The rules of life and death were written upon the stars by the gods in the beginning. Such rules are enforced by the caretakers of the heavens and the hells. The caretakers are known to you as archangels and archdevils. Each plane of heaven and hell is ruled by one such caretaker, and only the caretakers have the authority to deny your entry to their plane and request that I take you elsewhere. I can say no more. Step into the boat when you are prepared to journey to the hills. Guess I have no choice. The ferryman gestures for you to step into the boat. Doesn't look that bad. Well, except for the burning dogs. Is it dangerous? It is very dangerous. Perythia. Gates of Perythia. Forsaken City Guard. Markings. Could use some gear. Wretch.
I greet you!
This creature slinks about the shadows, his beady eyes constantly scanning for danger and loose pockets. He twitches nervously in your presence. Uh, hello. Uh, who are you? I be wretched. Let me ask you something. I not know much. Maybe you ask in tavern, yes? Tell me of this place. You be new to Perythia, yes? This be Forsaken City. Can you tell me about Perythia? It be a plain of abyss, yes? Very hot here. Surely you know more than that. Creature twitches nervously. Master not teach much. Maybe you ask question in tavern, yes? Okay. Why is it called the Forsaken City? This be one of cities in Perythia where souls be punished for evils. Souls be sent here and left forever. Okay, who is the ruler here? Ruler of city be Grimgarth, but he lieutenant of Lord Azamat, who rules all Perythia. Where can I find him? Lord has big fortress past plains. Go north and east. Let me see your wares. Wares? Yes, you're a merchant, aren't you? Uh, okay then, I show you my things. He appears to be very nervous as he prepares his inventory. Yeah, because he has my gear. Right, at least part of it. Right, right, right. It's very expensive to try to buy anything from him. Can you identify this stuff? No, of course you can't. Even as my mithril ore.
I greet you!
So, you like wares? You thief! Those are my things! Creature covers away from you. Don't hurt, not my fault. How did you get my things? Sorcerers from Middle-world summon Master for trade. Master make me sell items, not my fault. Well, I don't need to ask the names of those sorcerers. Hmm. Who's your master anyway? Master be Fermark, Lieutenant of Lord Asmat. He be past plains. Right. What were the names of these sorcerers? I not knows for sure. Azaric, maybe? Okay, leave my things and get out of my sight. Thank you, I leaves now. Ah. Okay, how the hell am I supposed to get there? You son of a bitch. All the journals. Ah, that's for him. Hmm. Makes things much easier. However, Percy's equipment, Ebony's equipment, and my equipment. The big problem is I'm going to have to carry this extra shit. I'm thinking of just dumping some of it. Might be worthwhile to sell it though. I do have some cash, but this is worth a lot of money, and I have no idea how much money I need. Not sure if I want these. Ah, right. Alright, hopefully it still has my sequencer. Ah, much better. Also, potentially a new belt. Right. Right. Question is what to do with the rest. I suppose in theory I could leave them here, but that would be incredibly reckless. Even over my carry weight. A lot of extra journals there. I am more than happy to leave them there. I suppose they didn't fit into the crate that contained my items. We're at our carry weight limit, but we're not doing bad. Do you have any empty equipment slots? No. Well, I'm not sure about the belt. It's well, decent regeneration. Either way, ready for action. Where's the tavern? I don't know. Let's start exploring it systematically. We need more information first. We need a shop, something that can also identify things, but information first. Okay, this is the tavern. Fort Racing.
Greetings, adventurer.
The soul has no fear of his surroundings, nor does he mourn for his plight. Yet downcast eyes speak of wounds far deeper than anything the hells could inflict. Recognition slowly dawns on his face, even as you remember him. It is Lord Raisin, the former member of the Edinburgh's Elder Council and the man responsible for the rising evil that you ended over a year ago. Roland, this is the last place I would have expected to see you. What are you doing here? Well, I might as well tell him about your adventure. He rubs his chin thoughtfully, though there is no surprise in his expression. No doubt because he's heard even stranger tales in Perithia. So you are one of the chosen. The chosen of the god of death, no less. That would explain much. What are you doing here? Well, he did some nasty things. Uh, what can you tell me about Perithia? He pauses in thought. Perithia is one of the 9 hills, and the hills are only a few of the many places of the abyss. Some would say there are an infinite number of abyssal planes, though only the gods know for certain. As you can see around you, the hills are not that different from our own world. There are fiends that are born here and live their lives here as we lived ours on Arterra. Unlike the people of our world, there is no kindness or compassion here. This is a world of greed, conquest, and vengeance. The denizens of the hills spend their entire lives trying to amass wealth and power. But there are others here as well, people like you and me. The gods sentence those who committed great evils in life to the hills. Some of us choose to be here to atone for our mistakes. What do you know about the city? The Forsaken City is one of many cities on Perithia. Most of the city you can't get to unless you can fly or swim through lava. The other cities are beyond the plains of Perithia. Every city has a similar purpose in the Hells. They are all meant to fuel the wars that are waged in the deepest valleys and highest peaks of this world. There are mines below us where sentenced souls labor until they've atoned for their crimes in life and see the errors of their ways. The ores they mine are sent to other cities to make weapons for the fiendish armies here. Okay, who runs the city? There is no mayor here, though the undisputed ruler of this city is the foul Grimgod, the warden of the mines. He reports to Lord Asmath, the ruler of Perithia. So what are these wars about? Although Lord Asmat rules this plane of the hills, there are other fiends of great power here, and from other worlds who constantly scheme to seize this world from him. To rule this world is to become the archdevil here, and archdevils can attain power only the gods can best. This power has kept Lord Asmat in rule for thousands of years, yet this power is also why other fiends covet rulership here. What's the difference between demons and devils? They have different meanings to different people. To us, former mortals of the middle world, demons and devils are fiends of a different kind, and the word fiend is used to describe any monster from another world. Demons are the common residents of the hills, much like the citizens of our cities, or the animals of our forests. They range in intelligence and exist to serve greater powers, the devils. Devils are the undisputed leaders of the hills, like our lords and kings. They are powerful and highly intelligent, far more so than the average mortal. You've no doubt heard about spells and rituals conducted by mages to summon devils to service them. Lord Raisins shakes his head. They are foolish practices. It is nearly impossible to deal with devils and come out on top. Hmm. Is there a way to get back to Arterra? He sighs. There is only one way to get back to the middle world, and that is by the river of the afterlife. But only the caretakers of the plains can command the ferryman to take you back. Hmm, tell me about the caretakers. Every plane of the heavens and the hells are ruled by an archangel or an archdevil who report directly to the gods. They enforce the rules laid down by the gods at the beginning of time. Lord Asmat is the caretaker of Perithia. Where can I find him? Raisin stares at you for a moment before replying. He has a fortress deep beyond the plains of Perithia, but I caution you against going there. I know you are powerful, but there are fiends that would prey on people like us out there. Remember, Roland, you belong on this world now. You are as alive here as you were alive on Arterra. If you die here, there are creatures that could enslave or even destroy your very soul. Can I reason with Lord Asma? He shakes his head. Not likely, Roland. As an archdevil, he would demand something in exchange for a favor. But what could you possibly offer an archdevil? There's an outside chance you might force him to let you leave if you can prove to him that you don't belong in the hills. And to do that, you can do good deeds. After all, a man of virtue like yourself has no place here. Can Lord Asmat be defeated? No, don't even try to fight him, Roland. He is an archdevil and the ruler of this world. He commands a vast army of fiends and he himself has power beneath only the gods themselves. Lord Asmat cannot be defeated here. Lord Raisin is certain of this. Right. Have you heard any rumors? Yes, there is one rumor that I've been quite concerned about. The denizens of Berbithia have been very excited recently about an auction that is about to take place, the auctioning of an angel. One of the most powerful fiends of this world is a demon called Vermark, who runs a prison of torture deep in the plains of Berbithia. Nobody knows how Vermark got his claws on this angel, but by all accounts it's no hoax. Any creature not native to the hills is in trouble here, but a divine creature will surely suffer for an eternity. He shakes his head. I'm in no position to mount a rescue. Even if I could fight Vermark's army, where could I go with an angel in the hills? Right, I should get going. It's good to see you again, Roland. You helped me once to see the error of my ways. I hope I've been able to give back some small token of my appreciation. Well, at least I think I can trust everything he said to me about this place. Don't call me Shirley.
What do you want?
This bartender's face is horribly scarred from fire burns, so much so that you can't quite make out his race. His skull only makes him even more unapproachable. What in the hells do you want, human? Tell me about yourself. Let's see. I'm scarred, I tend bar, and I hate you. Happened to your face? I got burned, you miserable toadwort. At least I have an excuse to be ugly, which is more than I can say for you. Okay, any rumors? Yeah, I heard some angel wench got captured by Vermark the Demon Lord. And now he's getting softened up in the Valley of Despair before she gets sold to some lucky buyer. There is no shortage of interest because it gets pretty damned lonely in the hills. Or we've got our succubi who'll bite your genitals off when you're not looking. But you wanna know what the biggest news around here is? What's that? The biggest news making the rounds is your stink. Make yourself in imp dung, you smell better. Are you always this miserable? I tend bar in the hills, and I have to put up with human swine. Of course I'm miserable. What are you selling? Ooh. Straight from hell. Acid resistance, electric resistance. Right. Standard fare, scrolls and potions. Ooh. Hellish whip, 200,000. +4 on hit, flaming weapon properties, fire damage, level 6. Bone speed, disarm. Talons of the Rock, 80,000. +6 strength, immunity to fear. Improved boots of avoidance, 150,000. +6 dodge bonus, +3 dexterity. Helm of Furious Fell. Acid Cold Electrical Fire Sonic Resistance 25. Reduce saving throws, reflex -5. So you're more likely to take the full damage from a spell, but you have higher level massive resistances. Shield of Dispersion. Again, elemental resistances, universal saving throws. So I'm guessing fire damage is gonna be a fairly common thing here. I don't particularly care. Damage resistance 30. Yeah, I think I should care if they're offering these. These are fairly cheap too. 15,000, 20,000. Um, I'll buy a ring. It's easy to switch around. Sonic resistance, cold resistance. No, I'll just buy the fire for now.
What do you want?
Do you identify it? Someone has to. We'll have to go for the rescue of the angel. Montador is fairly well protected against all elemental effects. I am not, but at the same time I don't usually take that much damage. Might still be better to give him a proper fire resistance item instead of the universal elemental resistance, because everything seems to be fire here, so the fire resistance would double his resistance to fire effects. I'll switch it on, but depending on what we face, I might switch it back. Right. Flamefinger Forge. Additional shopkeepers would be nice too, in fact. Ich ceaseless tis. Leathery scales cover the muscles of this grotesque demonic resident of the hills. This one appears to be some sort of merchant. His tongue lashes out like a lizard as he speaks in a hiss-filled rumble. Yo say store? Yeah, so show me what you have. Small weapons, large weapons, ranged weapons. So pretty much +4 and 5 weapons of every type. Not seeing anything particularly special, so I'm not interested. Gnarl. This creature, not likely a native of Perythia, has a wolf-like countenance and a menacing snarl. He appears to be a merchant of some sort, though he won't be pleased to trade with. Get lost, human! His voice is little more than a bark. Come on. Come on. A little bit of wizard stuff. Traveler's boots. So finally item upgrades. Genuine upgrades to what we've seen so far. Arch or sorcery. Extra 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th level. Spellcraft +15. 225,000 and afford it. It's probably partly because the prices are ridiculous here. 15,000 for a bag of holding. These are like 3 times what you pay for in Arterra. You've got everything. Can you identify the belt? Girdle of the Great Fist. Damage reduction Decrease skill modifier Intimidate. Enhancement bonus Wisdom, only useful by monk. Uh, buy things for 15,000. That's it. Right. Just the Flame Finger's Forge and the Warden's Office.
Well, hello there.
Not a chance.
I'm guessing this is weapon customization shop more than anything else. Help me! Help me! I'm on fire! Hang on, let me put it out with a blanket. Stupid human newbies always fall for that one. You mean you're alright? Of course I'm alright, dimwit. I've been burning in hells for so long that it wouldn't feel right if I didn't have some flesh boiling on my scalp. Who are you anyway? They call me Flamefinger, the best damned weaponsmith in the plains. Literally. How did you get here? Nosy human, aren't you? I'm not at war from your world, though I might resemble one. I was born in the Highlands, a plain far from your own a few centuries ago. Even there I was a master smith with no equal. Of course I did some bad things as well, and that's why I was sentenced to burn in the hells. That was a long time ago though, and they've long since given up trying to make me repent. Seeing as how I'm stuck in the hills forever, I decided to go back to my roots and open a smithy. With all the fighting going on around here, it's not as bad setup. What is this place? We're looking at the best damn smithy in the plains. Literally, okay. Uh, he can offer upgrades. Guess we'll have to visit the warden's office. Doesn't seem like there's anything else going on. But we do know that beyond the plains is where the angel is being kept. That should be our priority objective at the moment. Since we're here, I might as well talk to people so I know exactly what I'm getting into no matter what I do. Rift to Minds.
You have my attention for the moment.
It would take great power to maintain order over a soul sentenced to the hells, with fangs that can rend steel and eyes that glow with the vile magic of the abyss. There is no disputing the authority of this massive fiend. He stares at you with burning hatred and malevolence before his demonic lips curl into a fang-beared smile, and speaks to you in a guttural growl. So the fool chosen of Hecacius arrives. What do you want, human? Um, who are you? He growls something in a fiendish language, no doubt a profanity of some sort. Stinking neophyte human souls. I'm Gringolf, 4th Lieutenant of Perithia and Warden of the Forsaken City Mines. Right, tell me about Perithia. He growls at you. I'm not your tour guide, human. What's the machine behind you? Fiend bears its fangs in a cruel smile. It's what I use to keep the miners obedient. I have extra collars if you want to try. What is this place? Below your wretched feet are mines where some of the sentenced souls are put to work. He sneers at you. Be thankful you're not on my list, human, or you'd be down there too. You know who I am? I know much about your shameful death in the middle world, human. and how you led your companions like children to their sacrifice. There are scum in the mines below, more deserving of being chosen than you. How did you hear about this? You dwell among beings of great power now, inferior human. We spend our immortal lives watching your world, plotting its day of destruction. We know more than you realize. Okay, I'm leaving now. He growls something in a Finnish language. You doubt it was a polite farewell. Strange machine. The sound of the machine is truly infernal, as if devils and demons made war against each other within. Lift to mines. Well, we might as well take a look at least. However, as I said, I think our first priority needs to be the angel. Overseers. You named people, but these named people are not anyone important or names are really recognized. Right, our main priority is to try to get the party together. The angel is very likely Ebony. And if we get her, we might be able to try to locate Percy too. But she's in a very shitty situation. She needs help now, and I don't want to waste time wondering what I could do here. Planes of fire. Impaled skulls.
Hold! I wish to speak with you.
Hey. Hey you. Who said that? I did. Over here. The pole of skulls, you dimwit. Surprisingly, the jaws of one of the bony skulls impaled upon the pole is moving. How can a pole of skulls speak? Well, gee, we're both in the hills. We both have skulls, and both of our skulls are empty. How can you speak? I'm not speaking to you with that attitude. Alright, alright. I have a soul. Are you happy now? All the skulls on this pole do. The same way a soul can sometimes linger in the middle world as a ghost after death, when someone dies in the hills, sometimes the soul lingers here too. We happen to get stuck on a pole. You hear him grumbling to himself. Okay, what do you want? I want to talk, damn you! I've been stuck on this blasted plane of fire for countless years. No, really, I have no fingers. I truly can't keep track of time. The only company I've got are these other skulls here, all of them introverts, and the occasional hook demon that comes wandering by to peck at the insects in my eye sockets. I need interaction. I need attention, man. The skull immediately below the one chattering with you twists itself upward. Hey, could you keep it down up there? The first skull sighs. You see what I mean? No decent company around here. Tell me about these planes. Well, as you can see, I don't get around much anymore. I picked up some demonic tongues from some of these other chaps on the pole, and I hear a few things now and then. These plains are full of hook demons for starters. If you see holes in the ground, you'd best stay away from the area. Hook demons are to like The hook demons like to attack in swarms, and their shells are hard as rock. There's the occasional fire elemental that pops up now and then too. If you don't have fire protection, you better head back to the Forsaken City and get some. If you head northeast, you'll eventually find the Valley of Despair. That's where this big nasty fiend called Vermark runs a camp of torture and punishment for souls sentenced to the hills. I was there once. Cheery place. Northeast. Right. Vermark is a lieutenant of the big cheese himself, Lord Asmat. He rules all of Perithia, and you can find his fortress if you head northwest. Why are you helping me? It's like I said, I need the companionship, man. If I can keep you alive with some advice, maybe you'll talk to me again. You will talk to me again after today, won't you? Right, need rumors. Well, normally it's the same old war and strife going on in Perithia, but lately the fiends have been getting all excited about an angel being auctioned off by Vermag. Nobody's sure how Vermag got his claws on an angel, but rumor has it she's being held captive in the Valley of Despair, where some souls sent to the hells are punished. I'm sure they're going more than just holding her captive, if you know what I mean. You think your kind have it tough here? You should see what they do to Celestials. Hmm. How can I get back to Arterra? Go back? What, you don't like the lifestyle here? I suppose the exterior decor could use some work. For a soul like yours, the only way out is the same way you got in. And that's the river of the afterlife. But you can't force the ferryman to take you back. Only the caretakers can do that. And here, Lord Asmat is the caretaker. But good luck convincing him to let you go. As the Lord of a Plane of Hells, he's not known to be the most accommodating of fellows, you know. Don't feel bad about being stuck here. You still have my company. Are you sure you don't have any ideas? Alright, I suppose there is something you could try, but it ain't gonna be easy. You see, the thing is, these hells are made for villains and other assorted evildoers. There's no place in the hells for heroes. If you can prove to Lord Asmat that you're a hero, he'll probably kick you out of here. Now, doing good deeds here is easier said than done. I mean, everyone's evil and everyone deserves what they're getting here. So how the heck do you do good things here? The thing about this whole good and evil issue though, it's what you believe to be good that counts. For example, if you see a soul being tortured because he murdered some people in his lifetime, you can still stop his suffering. Sure, he deserves what he's getting, but you're just doing something out of the kindness of your heart. Alright, I've had enough of this good deed talk. Makes my bones itch. Yeah, I should be going now. No, wait, don't go. I still want to talk. What are your interests? Do you play cards? Don't go. Right, northeast. Be wary of holes in the ground. Oh, there's holes in the ground. Huh. Where to go? I suppose this is the most straightforward path where we need to be. See what happens. The rock feels brittle beneath your feet. Right. Hook
To the
demons.
fight!
Not that tough. Still, I'm not that tough either, so there's quite a lot of them.
My steel will
They
strike
have some
true.
kind of physical attack ability. Bolt attack. And to test out how effective some of my spells are against them. At least fire works on these ones. More just keep popping up. They weren't kidding about the swarm thing. They have reasonable amount of resistance to fire, 15 though. So fire is not a good way to try to get rid of them. I really don't have good at area of effect attack spells that aren't fire. With any luck, I'll just kill my own guys if I cast something there. Also, I can slow them down. The 8, on the door a little bit.
Will strike true.
Yeah, they weren't kidding about the fucking swarm thing, were they? I could use Ewert's Black Tentacle, but again, I'll just screw over Montador. Okay, he's going to die soon, so I need to do something. Maximized Firebrand should go through their resistances. Right, so we might have to be a little bit cautious with these. Either way, path is clear to where we need to be.
Hello there.
Roland! Evelyn, is that you? I want to warn you. Don't come after me, it's too dangerous. She closes her eyes and for a moment looked as though she's in great pain. She breathes deeply, holding back tears. Find another way home, and don't worry about me. Yeah, I'm coming for you, Evelyn. Just hold on. I can't hold it. There's a jolt of pain in her face. Valley of Despair. Right. I'm going to give you see invisibility. I don't have the luxury of hand-holding him. Tortured souls, demon torturers. Now this is... Ooh, Furbog. You recoil in terror at the mere sight of this infernal fiend. Thoughts of greed, lust, power, and evil overwhelm your mind in its presence. There is no doubt in your mind that this is an abyssal lord. You feel its voice entering your mind, a deep, feral voice of pure evil that echoes off your skull. You do not belong here, chosen one. I demand you release the captured angel. She was not captured, though she is imprisoned here all the same. Her fate is no concern of yours. I'll take her by force if I have to. You hear his deep laughter reverberating through your mind. Foolish human, let Vermark welcome you to eternal torment. Okay. Well,
By my direction, steel will strike true.
okay, I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna clear the area out of these little shits, and I'm going to bombard Vermark with everything I've got. He disappeared. Right. Can't really do anything about tortured souls, so moving on. Ah, there he is. I think he teleported away, but because I did the hand job with the big beast crushing hand, he's still there taking damage. Yeah, I think I think I might have killed the demon. I'm not sure. Because I'm doing damage to someone. I killed someone, and that someone was the demon that appeared there initially. He tried to teleport away, but it didn't work. I wonder if his remains are here. Doesn't matter. But yeah, these are ridiculously good spells. Just keep taking the damage, and until he dies, he would have needed to make a fortitude saving throw. And I have bonuses. I'm very high level. I have very good stats, so it's incredibly tough to actually resist that. Right. Armor weapon key.
This is too much to carry.
Oh, hopefully they're at least decent quality. Demon. You're weak. You're weak. isn't. Ooh, Demon Mage. Casts unknown spell. I guess he's trying to turn invisible. Well, he seems fairly capable, so we have fire resistance. Oh, what a shame. He does. He just doesn't have increased fire resistance, so it doesn't show up here. Ah, that was a bad choice spell. Well, this will... You know, I don't need to cast something like that. I'll face back Black Tentacles then.
Follow me, now.
Yes, of course.
Just kill the fucker.
By my direction, attack!
Frequently underestimated him a little bit. Not gonna make the same mistake. One the door should be able to handle.
No quarter!
Angelic wings are befitting of Evanine's wholesome aura. Her dark eyes hide mysteries no longer, and her expression has softened to exude warmth and compassion. Guess we're just gonna destroy these then. Boots of speed, if I'm not mistaken.
Hello there.
Evanine stands before you, as alive as you remember her before you found the Temple of Acacius. She is barely conscious and severely wounded from untold torture under the direction of beings who have mastered pain for thousands of years. A pair of feathery angelic wings have somehow appeared on her back, though they are tattered and stained red from her own blood. Breathing heavily, she opens her beautiful eyes slowly to look up at you. Her voice is very weak. Roland, what happened? Yeah. Come to save you, Evanine. You shouldn't have. You put yourself in danger. If you die in the hills, your soul could be trapped here forever. We weren't going to just leave you here, Evanine. We've destroyed the bastard who did this to you, but those wings. And how did you even get here? I don't know what's happening to me. I thought the Azerix killed me. Everything went dark.
and I saw glimpses of rock and fire, and I saw feathered wings, but somehow I knew they were mine. I felt pain, so much pain. I don't know how long I've been here. In one moment I felt your presence, and I felt as though I could reach out and talk to you. Was I dreaming?
No, you really reach out to me.
But you still came for me. Thank you.
Can you stay here for now? Yeah. Uh, Phone up with me, Evanine.
Very well, Roland.
So she has permanent wings now. Hmm. Evanine's rags. Rags won't do. How can you identify
Hello
my
there.
crap? Boots of unyielding, demon height, fur marks cure. So boots of unyielding then. Negative on dexterity. Immunity to knockdown, armor bonuses, discipline bonuses. So this would be more of anyone who fears to go against warriors. What exactly were you wearing the last time I saw you? Nice light armor. Fire damage immunity 75%. Assassin Shadow. I don't recall what she was wearing. I think she had her own original armor, more or less. But I don't have such things anymore. So, Assassin Shadow it is. It's a good armor. Negative on strength, but she relies on dexterity anyway. Hmm. Anything that boosts dexterity. Montador is going to give you elemental resistance ring. He's gonna need some protection from it. True sight hell. Like. What else? Weapons. And have her. Well, I have the dragon tooth, but that alone isn't enough. Still, it's a highly upgraded good weapon. I wonder if I missed some of the equipment, or did some of it just never get transferred? Either way, I should have an extra cloak somewhere. A shitty cloak, but it's a cloak. Like. Okay. Percy. That should be our next primary focus. Since this is the realm of Lord Asmat, that's probably where we'll find Percy. That's her original master. So northwest. That still doesn't, even if we get her, that still doesn't get us out of here, but I feel we can tackle that once we have the group together. If I want to rest, I probably should rest. I have no idea what their condition is either. But any serious fight, which is very likely going to be until we reach Percy, let alone get her out, which is sort of a question mark, how are we gonna get her out? I mean, we can take on abyssal lords, or devils in this case, but I don't think the game is kidding about the fact that there's no way you can fight Lord Asmat. He's basically the god on this particular world, so there's no way we can force the issue.